What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the UMass Minutemen, taking on another team from the MAC, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So UMass's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. UMass to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are...
Running free! Touchdown, Minutemen! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The UMass offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Got his man on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UMass. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UConn going back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Creates a little room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Toss to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ware. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 40. Bulldozes his way through. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line. The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And the pressure is gonna get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate He gets a hand on it. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Scrambling away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now on the option. The pitch. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Minutemen picked up a chunk on the ground. Let's see what they do here. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got a man. It's Massey. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He caught it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, UMass! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Pittsburgh. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete on the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UConn.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Faulkner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Hairston. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tries to get it on the ground. Looking for room at the 40. All by himself down the middle. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field, and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the missed connection on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The UMass offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. The give to the back. Hard running there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UMass. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side. You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
All right, let's get it. Right. Handle.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
To throw, it's Hairston. Bringing the heat. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're
There he goes. Don't worry about it. Touchdown, Minutemen! And the route is on. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. UConn will have to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And on 2nd down for this offense. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Hairston. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Big guy smells it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UMass. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Evans. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. UConn will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be brought down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratchet. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finds a crease at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Let's go.
This time he's got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UMass offense returns to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go.
UMass comes to the line, facing 2nd and short.
Get set.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.